Hello once again, witchy people. I'm back because there's another hashtag going around. You know, I can't resist a hashtag. So, the hashtag is the Witch's Black Lent, I think. The Witch's Black Lent, yes. So, you'll hear rustling paper because I had to jot down some notes. This is kind of being done on the fly quick. Beanbag, Hagwag and Jasmine Ambrosia had this, nice, relaxing, chilled chat, and this came out of it. So it's a 6-week challenge, and if I read you week 1, that kind of tells you what it's about, because it's the main thing you need to do. So week 1 is research the 7 deadly sins. Think of beneficial ways these sins can be used for ourselves. Select one as your main focus for the challenge. So I thought, okay, that's good. Then the hard bit was picking a sin. Now, what most people don't realise is, as well as the 7 deadly or 7 cardinal sins, there are 7 heavenly or capital sins. I think it's capital. Yeah. Virtues. Not sins, virtues. So the opposite of the 7 deadly sins are the 7 heavenly virtues. So the sins and their opposites are lust, chastity, gluttony, temperance, greed, charity, sloth, diligence, envy, kindness, wrath, patience, and pride. Can be vanity or humility. It's, I take it as humility as the opposite of pride. So out of all of these, I chose pride. The reason I've chosen pride, there's a couple of reasons. First of all, because pride was the first of the deadly sins. It was the original sin. Pride was the first ever sin committed. And that was done because it was the first ever sin committed when Satan refused to acknowledge or recognise God as his Lord, as better than him. The second reason I chose pride is because I have been told that I am annoyingly humble at times. So I thought, okay, annoyingly humble, that's taking humility to extremes. I'll take the opposite, because if I can take humility and make it so damn annoying, maybe I can use pride to my advantage. So the thing about sin as well is, I think if someone said to you just in passing, in a conversation, what's the worst sin that you could possibly commit? Most people would say murder or something like that. It's kind of the easiest way to explain it is, yes, murder is a sin as such, but it's not the murder is the action. The sin is the emotion behind what causes you to do the murder. See? So it's all about human emotion, human feelings, and what God has bestowed upon us. Because if you think about it, if you take any of the deadly sins, any of the 7, they don't seem that bad, really, do they? In fact, some of them can be seen as quite good. And I think pride is one of them. And especially if you see it as the opposite of humility, because it's okay to take pride in your work, to be proud of your achievements. So, and I think if I could be more proud of some of the things that I have done and am able to do, perhaps they'd benefit me more. I wouldn't be so blasé and easily swept. They wouldn't be so easily swept aside. And it is things like, I don't know, am I a difficult person? Am I unlikable? Because I think of all the collaborations that people do, and I think, oh, I would love to do that. And I've never been asked. But then I've never put myself forward. I've never been proud enough of myself as a witch to sort of say, oh yeah, okay, I can do that. How's about doing this with me? You know, and it's probably else I'd probably absolutely piddle myself and go hide in the corner. But you know, I think to be proud of some of the things I've done, this channel, I'm very proud of this channel, because I'm proud that I started it when I did, to think about how my life was going to affect me and how my illnesses and such like were going to affect me over the years. You know, I'm quite proud of myself for achieving that. You know, trying to get things down on paper and into the ether and the web. You know, that's something to be proud of. Yes, I haven't got 20,000 subscribers and followers, and I don't care. I love the ones I have. You know, and it's little things like, I don't know, you know, I should be proud that when I did my hashtag This Year Next Year Witch, I said that, you know, one of my biggest strengths was probably that I'm a good listener. I should be proud of that. I should be proud that people can feel that they can come and talk to me and tell me their secrets and think that I can help them. And maybe that's it. I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with confidence. And, you know, perhaps pride is also having too much confidence, but surely better it's to have a bit too much confidence than not enough, maybe. I've always been, it's quite difficult for me, I've always been the good girl. I've never been a bad girl, not really. And so it's quite hard for me to think about committing a sin, even if I don't think the sin is a sin. You know, I don't think of sins like that. Like I said, it's not, sins aren't the actions, they are the emotions behind the deed rather than the deed itself. But I suppose any sort of, and I suppose that's what really, thinking about it, sins are basic emotions taken to extreme, maybe. But yeah, so I don't think of pride really as a sin. But my dad always said, girl, you got to blow your own horn, blow your own trumpet, because no one else is going to do it for you. You know, I mean, I think sometimes, you know, it's a bad thing for you to admit that you might be a little bit clever, that you might have achieved something without someone else recognising. It's okay for someone else to recognise that within you and comment and say how nice it is, but it's wrong for you to brag about it yourself. It's wrong to be proud of it, to have pride in, you know, I worked hard in school, I was quite clever. You know, age has caught up with me somewhat, but even so, you know, I've got a brain, I can figure a crossword out. Sometimes. So yes, and I think if I can be proud of myself and what I can achieve, maybe that'll make me believe in myself more. And that can only benefit me, not only as a person, but as a witch and my magic. So yes, I'm picking the first ever sin. I'm picking pride. Which is quite, I mean, when you think about it, it has so many positive connotations to the word now. And yet it's a sin. And I kind of like that, you know, that seesawing of it, that is it a dichotomy or something, whatever it's called. It's been a very short night and a very long day. So yes, I pick pride for week 1. As I said, there we go. You know, it was the first ever sin, and so I am going to pick pride and see how that gets me through the next 6 weeks and changes perhaps my practice. So that's it. All links below. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, witchy people. Bye for now.